Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everybody. This is Blazes. Welcome to Game 3 of the StarCraft 2 Improved Team League Best of 7 between BurnOneDown and Galactic Gaming. Last time, Flobber upset Mavep G-Style by out-macroing the ever-living daylights out of his Protoss army. And we'll see how he fares against the Protoss army of the Yellow Protoss this time. BurnOneDown's Ditra, we'll go with, Ditra. And again, up here in the top right, playing as the Red Zerg, we have Flobber. We'll see if he gets to maintain his spot on top a little longer than Mavep did here on Deadwing. Deadwing, what can I say about this map? Very similar to the other maps, the natural is actually not quite at the elevation of the main sort of area here. The main difference being the natural is actually blocked off by some debris here. Meanwhile, if you want to get to the natural, you actually have to run up here through the third. So if the army doesn't take out this debris, your opponent would have to chew through 3 bases. So you can actually see some really fast macro play, at least. I tend to prefer to just macro my way from the main to the natural to the third and just push out from there. A little bit of a naughty chat going on right there. I didn't comment on that because I'm pretty sure you guys can make up your own mind on which joke is funnier right there. 12 Fool coming out right now for Flobber. Pretty standard build for him, as we saw last game. As for Ditra, haven't seen too many of his games, but from what I've seen from this tournament so far, he's a very creative player, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what he's going to bring to the table right now. Going for a double gas right off the bat, so he might be going for a really quick stalker, maybe even a 4-gate, or he might just be in the mood for a lot of gas, going for some heavy tech. I can't wait to find out. Zerg Army, meanwhile, just waiting for the spawning pool. A little bit more about Deadwing while we wait for the game to really kick off. Is a couple of watchtowers right here in the middle. Pretty easy for one unit to grab these because you can't really see through these bushes. So typically what I find is when opponents are just running across the map, they don't even bother to check the watchtowers. So that's pretty good advice. If you're running past a watchtower, it really would behoove you to just sort of high-five it on the way back. Just be sure there's nothing too crazy hidden there because you can actually probably get a fair few units in there. Like that's enough space for at least, I'd say, 20 even more Marines. Flobber a little bit supply blocked right now in the early game, but Overlord is coming out right now, is going for a pretty standard 3-ish minute hatch right now. Queen coming out right now. Ditra is going for the Cyber Core right now, so we'll see if he is going right for the Warp gate, so he probably is going to go for a 4-gate or a 3-gate Robo. Both very effective against the Zerg, especially if Flobber isn't going to wall off right here. Although the Lings are on their way right now, so we'll see what Ditra can do against this. He is going for an early expand. However, he is cramming this at the exact wrong time because those Lings are on their way and they're gonna be more than happy to take a bite out of that probe. Although no, that probe is gonna get away. The Lings are much more interested in that next. He's probably gonna have to cancel it. Mothership Core is on the way. I don't think it's gonna get there in time to help save that Nexus. Oh, he might be chroning it out. He is boosting that out right now, so never mind, that will get out just in time to save it. I think it's going to be a heck of a quick, heck of a close call. That probe is actually heading up to the top left. I can't wait to see what that does. We'll just keep an eye on that right now. We'll see if the Lynx can take out that. No! Mothership Core a little too late, but Dietrich did get the cancel on that, so we will get 75% of the minerals back on that. Warp Gate's halfway done right now. Oh! That's what I was saying before. Dietrich, very creative player from what I saw. He's going for an expand, but he's going in the exact last place I think Flobber would look right now. Sorry about that little bit of lag right there. Looks like that pylon did go down. Warp Gate technology is kind of stuck in the pipeline right now, but the Mothership Core is finally going to scare those Lings off. So this is going to be delayed by the extra 25 seconds of game time, but this is, I think, is where the action is going to be. I don't think that Flobber is going to check up here for a while. At least he should have. I have a lot of problems with scouting, so I'm not going to exactly throw stones in glass houses. So yeah, this is probably going to be unscouted for quite some time. And Dietrich is feeling comfortable enough to just go ahead and grab that natural anyway. He might actually have 3 base compared to Flobber's 2 bases here right shortly. And he's actually going for double Stargate, so we're going to see some really early airplay. He might just be going for a quick couple of Void Rays, try and really put the hurt on the Zerg player, but a lot more Lings are on their way right now. Still not a whole lot of army on the field. If I was a Flobber, I'd be just doing a run by, just trying to get up in there and just take as much income as possible. I wouldn't go going for this next with the mothership core right there. And he is doing the right thing. Oh, and the probe does not get there nearly in enough time to try and wall that off. Sorry about that thing. We had a bit of lag on Dietrich's part for a good 45 seconds. Again, the Lings, they're just taking out random structures, and Flobber isn't really paying much attention to his micro. He really should have ran those things right into the mineral line ASAP instead of going just after random pylons. Photon overcharge going down right now, so those Lings are going to be chased off. I don't even think they're going to get this one probe. No, that Ling goes down. Oh, but this Nexus might... Oh, Dietrich did not cancel that. That's 400 minerals down the drain right there. However, again, Dietrich has that little sneaky Nexus up there, so Flobber's going to think that he's got 2 bases compared to Dietrich's 1, but what he doesn't know is probably going to come back and bite him right now. First couple of Void Rays on the way right now, but Dietrich looking a little bit supply blocked right now. A lot more Lings on the way right now. Metabolic boost has been completed, so they are going to be able to get the run by right now. But those good forces right there, but that sentry is going to go down. Photon overcharge still on the Nexus, and the Void Rays are out. And those Lings better get out of there before they get absolutely wiped out. And it looks like Flobber is getting a lot of Spore Crawlers up, so he is reacting very appropriately in response to the Void Rays coming out. And it looks like Dietrich has had more than enough of this. He's walling off quite good, but I think that Zealot is going to be... facing a very early retirement. There he goes, but the Mothership Core and Void Ray should be able to clean that up quite handily, although I think he's going to need to cancel this pylon. He might just, nope, cancel that, probably very smart. Other pylon does go down. Does go up, excuse me. Down, up, same difference here, I do believe. And Dietrich seems content to just macro up and get a whole lot of air units out, but Flobber is responding appropriately, getting more queens, upgrading his ranged weapons, and even going for the Hydra Dance. So enough Hydras would be easily able to take care of these Voiders, especially if he can get them out ASAP. But with Dietrich double pumping those, especially with the Chrono Boost, I think he's in a very good position to start doing a bit of harass, and I think that's exactly what he's doing with these flying units. Check what he has on the ground right now. He does have a couple of Spore Crawlers and a few Queens here at the natural, but back up in the main, nope, he's got more than enough to definitely keep the Void Rays at range. Forge going right down for looks like he is going out for the Hydra, so that would be more than enough to keep this little task force from Dietrich from doing too much damage, but I think he will be able to prevent this third from going down. He is coming at the exact wrong time for Flobber. Flobber needs to cancel that. He does just in time, but I think this will be enough to scare this off from Dietrich. I think Dietrich would be very wise to just try and get some harass going here instead of committing to any major attack. Still no scouting on this base though, so Dietrich might pull ahead in economy, even though his natural isn't quite up yet. Can't even get the creep to him. I think Dietrich would be well served by just getting the heck out of there. Those Hydras are going to be able to... Yep, very excellent mass recall right there, because as soon as those augments are up, those Hydras will easily be able to chase down those Void Rays. And it looks like Flobber is on the move. This is a great time for him to try and do some damage, especially with the that natural third time's the charm, hopefully for Dietrich, although there is some cannons going down. I think those will just finish as the Zerg player comes across. Warp Gate is up now for Dietrich, so we should be able to get some more Zealots and Stalkers out right quickly, especially some Sentries. A couple Force Fields, and those Hydras will be stuck in the choke point for the Void Rays to easily take them out, unless he decides to come up the Debris Field. But again, they're going to be stuck on the high ground against these Flyers. And yep, the Photon Cannons go up just in time to scare off those Lings, and I think Flobber is going to pull back all the way home. Leaving Dietrich free to just continue building up his forces, and I don't think there's going to be much that can stop this natural for Dietrich going up right now. +1 looks like it just popped for the Zerg player. Carapace is on the way, still at no upgrades for Dietrich. Oh no, looks like Flobber has this. No, I think he might just be going for some scouting right now, but no, he is going for the... Oh, excuse me, for the debris field. I think he might be trying to split off Dietrich's forces, try and get some Hydra action on these cannons. Void Rays heading over to clean up those Lings. And yes, the Hydras aren't coming out right now. Those Lings got absolutely murked, and I think those Hydras are decided discretion is better, part of valor. We got a Nidus going up now for Flobber. That's actually a very good idea. Like if he can, especially if he can scout this and just get some units up here right now. This base from Dietra, there's nothing that's gonna be able to save it. There's no way those flyers will get there in time, and then the Zerg player can just pop back in the Nidus Worm. Flobber will be right back in his base, safe and sound, and Dietra will be a -1 base. Although I still don't think he scouted it. No, he hasn't. He is getting the debris down. It looks like he's going for the 4th right now. He definitely needs to do that because he doesn't know it, but he's behind. He's matched up in bases, and 3 base Protoss for 3 base Zerg, not the position you want to be in there. No, he's going right for the main, but it is going to be scouted by the pylon. I don't think Flobber knows that pylon's even there. No, he doesn't. He doesn't know that Dietra should be able to see it. Yes, he does. He easily sees that. Flyers coming over right now. Some extra zealots warping in right now. Those probes are going to get the surround on that, and that worm will go down. And meanwhile, those Voiders will easily be able to take those out as they come by one at a time. All those Hydras will go down. I don't think Flobber's even going to get any probes. Check the workers' kill count right now. No, he got 1, but looks like Dietra is definitely ahead in resources lost count, nearly doubling his nearly doubling what he's taken out compared to what he's lost. +2 ranged on the way right now, but the air units are about to get their upgrade, and carriers are on the way. Fleet beacon just going down right now. And if I were him, I'd be getting those graviton catapults ASAP. 3rd Stargate going down, so we'll see a lot more carrier play a lot quicker. But if anything, Dietra might even need to start mining off of another base, because those carriers ain't coming cheap. Flobber content to macro right now. 13 drones in production. Well, 3, 2, 1 now. In other news, I still can't count. Spire on the way. Probably be a very good idea to start getting those corruptors now before those carriers get up and mobile. Graviton catapult is on the way. And looks like Dietra is indeed macroing heavily. He's going for his, well, his 4th, but should have been his 3rd. 1 Zergling just going after that probe. That Zergling, not going to get too far, as you can tell. Looks like Flobber's going for the Nidus Worm again. Not too sure about putting in right here. I guess he's just trying and cut down on some travel time. Although if I were him, I would try and pull the Air Force to his base, then jump in the worm here, get up here, take out both of these bases, and leave Dietra right behind in the dust. Although there's a lot of cannons coming up right now, and there's a lot of air units right there. And I don't exactly think that Flobber's going to get too far against this massive unit, especially with, I think 2 carriers have popped right now. Yes, they are. 5 interceptors in the bay for each, and evenly matched in supply, but with all these Zerglings, that's just going to be more target practice for all these units. And looks like the first major engagement is stepping off right now. Zoom out real quick to get a better view of it, and great force fields there, easily allowing the Void Rays to try and take out what little Hydralists got through at range. More force fields. There's no way these are getting through right now, and I think the Hydras are just going after those interceptors, not going after the parent ships. And great time warp there from the Mothership Core will prevent them from getting too far, and those Queens are getting the heck out of Dodge. Oh, that was not very good for Flobber. Yeah, he's lost nearly 3 times as much now as Dietra does. Flobber definitely needs to start picking and choosing his targets better, because this massive air unit from Dietra, that's not looking very good right now for Flobber. Although I think he did manage to get a photon cannon, so there's cold comfort, I dare say. +2 air weapons on the way right now, and the Carapace are coming out, and the Infestation Pits. I'll be interested to see what comes out of that. I think he might be going for Vipers. I'm not sure why I think that, actually, because that's for the Infestors and for the Swarm House. You silly. Yep, 6 Corruptors are on the way. 6 Corruptors are on the way right now, so that would be very good against these carriers. But he's gonna need to get a heck of a lot more, heck of a lot quicker. There's a lot of Void Rays on the field right now. Looks like about 11, 12 of them, with at least 1 more on the way. Templar Archives coming out now for Dietra. A couple of Storms would actually be very good against any heavy Hydra play that Flobber might be thinking about. He's still going Mass Hydra, although he does have +2 attacks, so those are going to be very effective against those Void Rays if he can catch them out of position, which he definitely needs to try and split this up or something, because that massive air units, especially with the fairly large gap in supply right now, that's not looking good for Flobber. He definitely needs to start hitting some key targets. He definitely needs to start going for a drop, or even just slap the Nidus down here or something. Just try and definitely disrupt the economy, because again, those carriers, they don't come cheap, and if he can do that, then he would easily cut off the supply lines. Dietra going all the way macro. Psystorm coming out right now, and as well as a few high temps. So if he can get Psystorm before Flobber comes over, those Hydralisks are going to absolutely melt away. Even the Robo Facility coming out. Why not? Lord knows he's got the money. And I think I am zooming a little too far. There we go. Hive Tech coming out right now. So we'll see where that leads Flobber right now. +2 armor, and he's seems content to just macro all the way up to 200 before going after Dietra. Dietra already hitting 200 right on the nose. I do think that an attack is fairly imminent, although he might just be waiting for the Psystorm to come out. And he's going right for the mothership. I didn't see Flobber get any detection. If we check the units tab, no, he doesn't even have any overseers. That mothership with all that cloaking, that's going to be very bad for Flobber, especially if he doesn't scout that or start morphing some overseers or spore crawlers or something. He's got spore crawlers up here in his main and his natural, although it looks like he's moving out, but with no detection there, all these units are going to be absolutely destroyed by things they can't see. Psystorm is just about complete, and I think those high temps have had more than enough time to get energy. Yes, he does have 1 Psystorm per high temp. There's 3 there. I don't think it would take out the entirety of this force, but that's going to put a major dent in it. A lot of Corruptors on the field right now. If he can catch Dietra out of position, he should be able to at least murk the carriers, which would put one heck of a dent into his war machine. And with both players at 200, I think we're about to see what might very well be the decisive blow struck by either player. I think it might just be able to go either way. Oh, Flobber splitting up his forces, though. I can't really agree with this. He really needs to keep that together. Otherwise, the Zerglings are just going to go down, followed by the Hydras. And, both players, they don't really want to be caught out of position. Here it comes. Guardian Shield's coming down from the sentries. He really needs to start force filling those and just try and kite them back. Oh, that's a lot of units dying. I think Flobber's coming out a lot behind. There comes the Psystorm. So all those Hydras are going to go down. Those Corruptors are abandoning them, and I don't blame them because they would be absolutely destroyed. Because again, there's that mothership core. Mothership, he can't do anything against what he can't see. I still don't think he has overseers. No, he doesn't. Oh, he really needs to start morphing some right quickly. Here comes 3 of them, but I think that's going to be a little too late. Looks like he did lose a few Void Rays, though, so a good job on Flobber for that. However, that's a lot of carriers. And he's going, Dietra is pushing the attack right now. Flobber's got a lot of macro going right now. But I don't think he has nearly enough army to defend. It looks like this 5th base is going to go down. A lot of Corruptors on the field right now. If he can maybe try and catch his mothership out of position, he would be doing a lot better job. But the Overseer is there. That detection isn't going to help very much anymore. But those Corruptors, they really don't want to commit, and they are going to be chased off. A couple of Archons now, which would be easily able to take care of anything on the ground. I don't see any more Hydras out, and Flobber, he just doesn't have the cash to really try and push Dietra back, especially as Dietra is pushing 600 and 1500 in terms of money. And looks like he is going to be able to keep Flobber contained to his little corner of the base. Dietra has complete map control right now. He can easily expand, although I don't really see the point considering how much money he has. I think he's just going to start picking off bases one by one. A few Vipers are on the way, actually. And, yep, there goes the 5th base. Not even going to bother with those Broodlings. Those Corruptors trying to go for whatever they can. Good Psystorm right there. Catches most of them. Does a little bit of damage to each one. Didn't even get any hits off on that mothership. A lot of kills on that mothership. In fact, yeah, there's a lot of kills on all of these units. And there goes another hatchery for Flobber. Dietra just picking apart one by one. Those Corruptors are really reluctant to even go after anything. I think they could have easily taken care of this carrier because he can easily just try and sneak up the back and take it out. There goes one carrier. Although he has great Psystorms there. Oh, that's a lot of Corruptor death that's about to happen. They need to get out of there. Yes, they do. Oh, I don't see any more Overseers in here with that mothership cloak. There's not a whole lot I can do. Viper is on the way. Viper just easily goes down. Corruptors are looking more and more thin on the ground. Dietra ahead by 100 supply. And I think unless Flobber can get a really good strike here, I think Dietra is about to start pushing farther up into the natural and into the main. A few more Corruptors are going down. Even being able to push into the Overlords, Flobber might get even supply block pretty soon. Like he can barely get up to 144. There's the GG. That was definitely some of the most creative airplay I've ever seen from any player. Very good job to Dietra for holding off the early Zergling aggression and then just teching right up to air units. Flobber, he did do a good job of getting the Hydras up. and defending with all those spore colonies, but he without those overseers, that mothership just let Dietrich's air units run roughshod over all the Zerg forces. And well, you saw what happened. So with that, Dietrich will overtake Flobber as King of the Hill, and Burn One Down will be moving ahead 2-1. That concludes the third game. I will be hopefully casting the remaining games in this best of 7 tomorrow, which would be Sunday, September 14th. Once again, this is Blazes. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.